According to the Research Collaborative Mapping Police Violence, last year, black people made up 28% of those killed by police, despite being only 13% of the U.S. population. Well, today, CBS 46 is getting an exclusive look at new training for officers right here in Georgia. CBS 46's Megan Packer is live in Atlanta tonight. And Megan, this training is actually focusing on stress levels for the officers.
Right, Tracy, how they manage it and how it could interfere with their interactions with the public. I learned today some interesting statistics that Georgia revokes the certification of officers more so than any other state in the country. The training we had an opportunity to see today is just one example of how policing here is evolving.
When they dial 911, it's a crisis.
This is a critical new training class for Georgia law enforcement officers. CBS 46 got an exclusive look inside of officer resiliency training. The focus here is on dealing with stress in an officer's life.
To me, this is the big thing that I am the most passionate about.
Mike Ayers is the executive director of the Peace Officer Standards and Training, or Post Council, the regulatory agency for officers in the state.
All you have to look at is the recent verdict in Minnesota. Most people don't start off their law enforcement career wanting to do something that will land them on the 6 o'clock news because they've done something inappropriate. This training is geared toward helping that officer maintain that good, positive mindset so that when they interact with the public, that it's a very positive outcome.
Can you turn around and face me, please?
There are other training options out there for Georgia officers, including use of force and scenario-based de-escalation training offered at the Georgia Public Safety Training Center.
We may get to the first floor today.
When it comes to the future of policing and where we go from here, Ayers says this new initiative in the state can make a difference.
Georgia revokes more officer certifications than any other state in the nation by far. It's not that we have bad police officers, it's that we have high standards.
According to data from the Post Council, since 2018, more than 2,500 officers have had their certification at least initially revoked after a review by the council, 159 so far this year.
The system is not broken, but there's always room for evolution in law enforcement, as there is in any occupation.
Now, that training we saw today has not made its way to all law enforcement agencies in the state just yet. That is the eventual hope.